All right, we are back.
Hello.
Uh, Thessakira's beating us up,
A little bit.
and
A
we're
little bit.
we're gonna try to turn the tide and win a roll.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah. Last exchange was full of Thetsukai's advance. She seemed defeated, and then she played her hand and showed her capabilities. And now we'll see if the tides shift. Um,
Drostos has after that display. I'm gonna go bold action this time. I'm jumping in,
all right.
and it's gonna be so bold.
It's gonna be
You,
bold.
you don't even know.
Yes.
Hagne, I think narratively, given what happened last pass, she is going to defend our ship.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. That was
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Because what happened last time, again within the fiction, is that you all suffered pathos, and she has her pirates now on your ship, and they're messing things up.
Yeah.
So
And like I could switch focus to Thessakira, but that doesn't seem to make sense.
yeah. They seem very adept at doing this quickly too. You ever see how quickly someone can strip down a car if they're like a really good team? Like that's like they're in your
Yeah.
hold taking your stuff. Like they are.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get taken to the chop shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
They're stripping your boat down on the sea.
Especially not when you're on it at sea. That's
Exactly.
that's really inconvenient.
How are they going to fix their ship with your ship? That's
yeah, they're
their
already
plan.
like nailing boards from our ship over the hole, and they're.
I would like that to not happen.
All right. And how about you, Karen? You're muted. I think your headset mic might still be muted.
How about now?
That's good.
Hey, you're back.
Okay. I'm going to continue with action.
Cool. Excellent. Are you gonna say action rather than bold action?
Yes.
Is that good? Cool. Excellent. Wonderful. All right. So we're gonna start with defense first. Hagne, you're up as well. Yeah, we know what's happening. They're trying to loot and pilfer your ship.
Yeah. I like there's got to be a more efficient way to, because they're real fast, and I'm fast at shooting arrows, but there's only one of me.
Yep.
I think I might try and take a page from that's Akira's book and like turn the sail in such a way that the ship like jostles really hard, and I'm gonna try and like throw them off their game.
Fight fire with fire. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
So they're gonna roll GM die plus strife die plus Thessakira's name and blood and valor. I don't think they're rolling either daring or ferocity this time. Last time they were, because they were diving aboard your ship, and that was they were fighting through the battle. This time I don't think either of those strengths apply. And neither does the Pillar of Storms, because you're actually sailing relatively flat now. As she's turned you were facing one way, she's turned you towards the island, and now you're booking it back towards the island, so it's reasonably flat. So we're just gonna roll those dice, and I have a 6 that I could explode, but Thessakira is out, and I'm spending Island Divine Favor, so I'm gonna leave it at 6.
Okay. I am going to roll my name, my craft and reason. Sailing, or is this a blood and valor still?
So the battle this is funny. Well, I mean, this is the thing that we have been
We've been talking about this today.
Talking about this a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What are the parameters with which you what are the parameters when you decide what domain to roll? And generally it's the GM sets the contest, and the players, if they want to roll another trait, they can spend 2 divine favor to bring in another trait that's appropriate, or they can kind of like wait until that's over. But that's strictly in speaking of contests within the context of a battle, different kinds of contests can occur.
Yeah.
And so this contest is about outsailing them and them.
This contest is a fight. This is the way I see it. We've been going round and round on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking, Nacha.
Yes.
Of course.
The way I see it currently is the action component of the battle is the domain. So it's a fight. We're fighting Theskyra to defeat her in a fight.
Okay.
So anyone who's in action is definitely rolling blood and valor. They have to. That's its fight.
Yeah.
But with maneuver and defense, maybe you're doing something else. So maybe there is an opportunity for the other actions to do something that isn't blood and valor.
Right. And
but
notably,
if you're inflicting harm on the enemy, you have to be in the domain of the battle.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then you don't. So
yeah. So I think because this isn't an action, because this is a defense, an action gets mixed up because we will say action a lot of times when we meet any of these things. But
yeah, we need a better name for that. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, because it's not the attack.
Yeah,
it's really what.
Right.
It is an
not
attack. Yeah, that's probably a better word for it. Honestly,
let's call it attack for at least just in the because it's not an attack. Yes, I can see that, and that's yeah. So let's go. So yeah, go ahead and roll correct reason. All that discussion to say sounds good.
Yes, I can do the thing. Okay, and then I don't have the character sheet in front of me, but what is the next benchmark for fate where I either die or get an advancement?
It is how much fate do you have right now?
12.
Well, 12 is when you got one.
Yep.
So you just got an advancement of 12.
Yep.
And then the next one isn't until 17. So
okay.
So 12.
So I can actually take an advancement now or at the end of the session?
Nope. Take
right
it
now.
As soon as you get it.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can advance your craft and reason before rolling it if you want.
I could do that. Or I can I'm torn between that and blood and valor. I think
both come up a lot.
It's tough. Yeah.
I think narratively, Big Mad Hogne is gonna advance her blood and valor.
Big Mad is definitely gonna have when you change your epithet. Big Mad is definitely going to be a blood and valor.
Yeah. That's been her thing lately. Is
fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Killing fools.
So anyway, my name at D6, craft and reason at D8. I'm not going to roll in ferocity, but I think I'll borrow Marika. You have cunning, right?
Yes.
I will spend an oath with Marika, bringing me down to 2 to use her cunning.
Awesome. Thank you for saying that again, Naja. This is another playtest point that we wanted to remember. There are 3 different versions of how oaths get used. Mechanically, it's always the same. The question is how much of this is narrated by Karen and how much of this is narrated by you when you call in an oath and say, "Aid me, Marika." How is that done? So hold on 2 seconds while I pull that up. I should have the doc. Thanks everybody who's hanging out with us at home and watching this. This is definitely why we're playtesting. So we have 3 versions of it, and we can test any one of them. So Hogne, you or Naja, you tell me how which one of these you want to use because we want to try them all out. One of them is Karen describes how she lends you her strength. The other one is Karen rolls the strength her die and then and you describe the action. And the third one is you just say, "Karen, help me, have Marika help me in some way," and she tells you which strength she lends you. They're all different degrees of asking the other player to get involved.
I think I like the third one the best. Excuse me, because it gives the other player more control over their character, which feels good to me.
Awesome.
The second one I like the least just because it would, if I were newer to the game, I would be like, so can I explode that die that I didn't roll? Or can I not do that?
It's
like
not
that
obvious if you.
That would be confusing.
At the table, it's a little simpler because literally they can just, if you all have different colored dice, they can literally hand you one of their dice. But on Roll20, having two people roll, I can
it's a bit weird. Yeah.
Well, let's try it. Since you like the third one, let's try that. I want to try them all eventually, but let's try that one. So
I guess I would call out Marika. They're trying to destroy our ship. Aid me in defending it.
Yeah.
And Marika,
Karen, you'll decide what strength you want to lend, Nadja.
I mean, they're all D8s, so.
Yeah, but it's a narrative thing. Like, what are you yelling at them to get off the ship with authority, or are you being crafty?
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter.
We'll say authority.
Cool. Awesome. So
okay.
Marika lends you her authority.
All right.
Mark that we have play tested that.
D6, D8, D8. A 7.
Nice.
I think that does it.
Off our ship. Jesus Christ.
GTFO ship.
Filthy
Excellent.
fucking pirates.
So you do it. They what's it look like when like they're like one of them comes up from the hold with like a bunch of your supplies?
So I think Marika's voice like echoes out across the deck, telling them to get off of our ship. And at the same time, I've like turned the wheel hard, and our ship like rocks very strongly, and like he tips over and everything spills out of his arms. Somebody falls overboard.
Do they disengage? Do the two ships? Do you rip the two ships apart with it?
Yes.
Nice. Awesome.
I do.
Cool. A ton of water goes flooding into the other ship when that happens because there's a big hole that's open and now it's flat. And your ships are pointing in different directions, and so like all kinds of crazy sailing action has to take place now to keep these ships. I love it.
So if they want to get back to their ship, they need to go.
Yeah. a couple of them are just like, forget it, and like a couple of them are like, oh no, it's the police, we're caught, and they drop their stuff and fly over. A few others are panicking. Good news. You have succeeded in defending. You gain 6 glory. You mark hubris, and if you can't mark hubris, then you mark pathos instead.
I'm putting hubris on my craft and reason now.
Cool.
I don't want to do it on my name. And I can't do it on Marika's authority.
You can't do it on Marika's authority, no.
Right.
She's protected from that. Awesome. So back on deck. Augustus, you're going. Well, Marika, what's your action?
Marika, you go first.
Yeah.
I went first last time.
Well, Karen, what is Marika going to do? No problem. The Sakira is looking to leap onto Adrastos and drag him into the water. Like he's barely on there right now, so she wants to knock him bodily into the water.
Yeah, I don't want her to do that. I had kind of fallen down on the ground, so I think I will. I'm going to try to land a kick on the back of her leg to knock her down.
Cool. Do you do that rad kip up thing where you're like laying down on the ground and you just like spring up into the air? Or are you tripping her from the ground?
I'm tripping her from the ground.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna try to see where we go from there.
Awesome. Oh, I should roll her. Hold on. Before you roll, I should roll the challenge. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the GM die plus the strife die, plus her name, her blood and valor, and her daring, because she's gonna try and grab Adrastos like on the edge and like with a rope, like swing over and grab him and throw him into the water, and try and drown him without getting drowned herself, or maybe not drown him, maybe just sea wrestle him.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned sea wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'm not using the Pillar of Storms right now because it's yeah. All right. Sea wrestling. Underwater grappling.
Yeah. Let's do the 4th edition or 3rd edition D&D underwater grappling mechanics, everybody.
I need to go
for the next 4 hours.
Okay. Are you below ankle deep? Are you below knee deep? Are you below chest deep? They all have the rules. All right. This is a measly 6 with all her.
Jeez.
With all her.
She's just rolling 6s right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's rolling 6s, and I got nothing to explode. So yeah, I'm sitting there. She hasn't taken any pathos yet. She can take a blow. Be okay.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna roll the same as last time. So name, blood, and valor. I'm gonna do.
I should. I'm not sure if I should do this mechanically, but before Marika rolls, I want to say I'm blocking pathos for Adrastos.
Cool.
Should I say that before either of them roll, or can I?
You can say it anytime you want. You can say it like right when Adrastos is about to take pathos. You can be like, "Oh, I'm blocking that."
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you want.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, Karen.
Okay. And I'm going to spend my pathos, which is up to a D12. Fun.
Yeah.
And so the plan is that I see her, walking away to go grapple with Adrastos, and I'm going to kick her in the back of the knee to try to get her down, and then
Nice.
I'm going to pop up and try to drive both my swords into her shoulders.
Awesome.
And pin her.
Yeah. Nice.
So let's see how that goes.
Looks
it
pretty
goes.
good. Yeah.
That's an 8 on your D8. I'll roll if you want to, but before you decide to explode or not. See if you want to beat me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're winning.
Sure.
You are currently winning.
I'm thinking the kick definitely lands. You trip her. She falls on her back. She's running along. She falls on her back. Whether or not the swords land is going to kind of depend on Adrastos. Whether he.
Okay.
So Adrastos would take pathos for taking a bold action, but Hagne is defending him.
Okay. Cool. So I do not. Interesting. That means I don't go to D12 and I don't take a fate and I don't get an advance.
I mean, if you want me to not do that, I could take it back.
If you're willing to hold off and do it if I fail,
I can do that.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's totally up to you.
It's tactical for you to not let me run away here and become powerful. But
it means he owes you an oath. So there's definitely an advantage to being like, oh well, we're already winning this. Adrastos doesn't need to do super well right now.
Yeah, it's totally up to you.
That's also true.
There's like a.
Marika's already winning. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Do you want to stop me?
Christ. From taking an advance. I think I'm gonna rely on narrative for this. I think Hagne doesn't. I think she feels a little protective of Adrastos.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's not. Because he's Adrastos, so I think I'm gonna block that pathos anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And like fictionally, you were focusing on the pirates, but I can imagine something like you firing an arrow right into the hull of the boat next to Adrastos, and he can pull himself up off of it or something like that. Or I mean, it. Not to say that Hagne is, right.
Well, also, I mean, let's just roll this in because I am calling on one of my oaths with Hagne to lend me a strength here.
Cool.
So I can get another D8. I assume your strengths are D8, Nadja, unless you've raised one.
They're all D8, yes.
Okay. So let's try option number 1 here.
Okay, what is that?
So John, you're gonna ask for one of Hagne's strengths. What are your strengths, Hagne?
Precision, cunning, and ferocity.
So you're going to ask for one of those 3, and then Naja's going to describe how she helps with it.
I would like some cunning, I think.
Cool.
And you are
I'm dangling from my ankle overboard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to, as Marika trips Thessakyra, I'm trying to like super ab crunch up. So I'm up on the deck again, and I want to catch Thessakyra under the arms and like roll sideways along the deck together, carrying her away from Marika's deadly blades. That's what I'm trying to do.
Wow. So this is that your ultimate goal is not something Hogne would try to assist, but nonetheless,
you owe him an oath. So what
you are dangling off the side of a pirate ship.
You technically owe me, so
yeah. I think I like the arrow idea. I think I would let go of the helm of the ship for a bit.
Yeah, you can lock it. There's like a latch to lock in place. Yeah.
I lock it in place, and I draw my bow, and I shoot an arrow that not only gives you a handhold for leverage, but like Thessakyra kind of jerks back because it flies right in front of her face.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was envisioning the idea of like Marika trips her, and right as Thessakyra is about to sit up, like get back up, and arrow, just like barely doesn't.
Yeah,
barely
maybe
go.
I was trying to shoot her in the head, but whatever.
Hey, it worked. It worked out.
Right. Awesome. So mechanically speaking, a few things are happening right now because you blocked Adrastos from taking Pathos. You're going to mark an oath with Adrastos.
Yes.
Adrastos, you're going to remove one of the oaths because you called on it to get cunning, and you're going to add Hogne's D8 cunning.
Yes. So I have my name, I have my Blood and Valor D10, I have my I'm spinning a Divine Favor for my Pathos die, which is a D10. I have my D8 Daring, and I have D8 Cunning from Hogne.
Cool. Roll it up.
I got a 9, but I can't explode anything, so you can very easily tie me, Karen, and probably beat me.
So, Karen, do you want to spend a Divine Favor to win here? Well, to most likely win here?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to do that.
Roll a D8.
Come on, 1.
Roll a D8, an exploding D8.
All right. How do I do that again?
/R space 1D8 exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah. The exploding doesn't really matter.
One. Damn it.
But
all right.
For the class, had she rolled a 1, Adrastos would win the tie?
No, they'd roll.
We would roll our names.
Oh, right. You would roll off. Okay.
Yeah.
Adrastos would have a chance to win.
I would have a chance.
Yeah.
So how much glory did I get?
You're going to get 6 glory. Adrastos will get 1 glory for winning. Marika will mark hubris.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to mark 1 pathos for Thessakyra. As like, I think there's this whole slew of things that happen. Like Marika trips her, she goes to get up, an arrow flies over her head. She goes to get up again. Adrastos tries to grapple with her, and Marika like lunges a sword, and it like Thessakyra has like a leather breastplate. Actually, I think Thessakyra like raises her shield up just as your sword comes down, and the sword like gets in underneath the shield and like breaks the bracer, and it flies off of her. Like she tried to defend herself from the blow, and only barely did so. And she now has like a nice matching cut on her shoulder from the one she just gave you a moment ago.
We got twins.
Yeah. Twins. All right. And you know, and suddenly the tides turned, and things are not looking as good for Thessakyra. Her pirates are sort of separated, and now you see the island comes into view. You knew you were heading in that direction. You just had the sense of it. Now you can actually see the rough, misty shape of the island, and you can see right at the edge of the storm. You can see the like these 3 sort of amorphous shapes. So like they haven't quite coalesced out of the storms, and they're like trying to break in out of the storms, and they can't get in, and like they keep like hitting like a wall and bouncing back off. And you can also see the prow of the wind thief, like having this like current of wind that's like wrapping around it, and it's getting more and more vicious, and the sails are flapping wilder and wilder as the pillar of storms seems to be getting even more excited. Cool. Next exchange.
I mean, same again.
Mm-hmm.
Bold action. Cool.
Yeah.
Maneuvering. I have an idea.
Cool. How about you, Karen?
I'm going to stick with action.
Cool. All right. So you're racing really, really fast, and Thessakyra calls out a magical word. She says, halt or cease. Sorry, but in some tongue, you know what it means, but it's not like it's not Greek. It's some barbaric tongue, or some mystical tongue rather. And the storm, the wind, the supernatural wind dies, and the 3 harpies come flying at you.
Man,
I hate harpies.
Yeah.
so done with these harpies.
So down with these harpies. Yeah.
Pirates.
Really over it.
Just can't trust them.
Yeah, I know, right? It's almost like they cheat. It's almost like they're thieves. Yeah. Because she was pinned down, feeling a little dangerous, and she figures the harpies will want to kill you just as much as you want to kill her. So she's using the Pillar of Storms again.
I'm changing my action. I'm defending.
Okay. That's fair.
I'll stick with maneuver.
I'm about to go into the battle again at Marika's side, and then she starts speaking magic words, and I'm like, I got this.
Cool.
I'm the son of Cersei, motherfuckers. Let's go.
All right. So yeah.
Oh.
Hogne.
All right. Sorry. Hang on. Wait. That might mean I'm doing a maneuver, and I'm competing with Hogne.
That's fair. What is it you're trying to do?
Control the pillar.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a maneuver.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
definitely a maneuver.
it's either a maneuver or I'm defending against the harpies, depending on how you look at it, Sean.
I'm using the harpies as an advantage. I'm using the harpies as part of the Pillar of Storms.
It's an advantage.
I'm using them as the advantage die.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're
not directly attacking you, because she can just like send them away again whenever she wants, right? Like she can pass them away. So,
yeah, then I'll be competing.
She's just kind of letting them in enough to like, because she's literally underneath you. So if they come flying at you, they're going to harry you before they do her. Cool. So yeah, that's what she's cool. Let's do the maneuver. She is using the Pillar of Storms to summon the harpies effectively. Not really summon, but not banish, not send away. Not banish. And they come flying with their talons out. And it's, yeah, you see the one, and she has this horrible, like molted,
hole in her chest.
This horrible, like molted scab over her chest. It looks awful. And she's in the back, kind of a little warier than her sisters. And they're both flying down. So let's set their obstacle, and I think this would be cunning, which that's not her strength. So I'm not going to roll daring or ferocity for this. So I'm going to roll. All right, rolling Pillar of Storms, Blood and Valor, her name, and the regular dice. Oof. All that and a 5. All right.
Okay. when we next see Hogne, she's gotten back up into the crow's nest. And you said the Pillar of Storms was lashed to the prow of the Wind Thief.
Mm-hmm.
Hogne, as has been demonstrated, is a highly competent sailor, I guess.
Oh yeah,
And
she's super good at sailing.
she knows her knots. And so she's got an arrow knocked and like one eye squinted closed, and she's going to shoot an arrow such that it pierces the rope at the right place to
Set
send to
Nice.
unlash her from the ship.
Cool.
Wait, say again.
I basically want to separate the pillar from the prow of the ship and have it fall into the ocean.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So either
That'll
that's
be
going to
interesting.
happen, or she can keep using it, or you're going to take it over. But this is our contest.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Well,
yeah,
and it's possible that you set it free and it falls onto the deck. You know, that lots of. I like where this is going. I'm excited about this. You might make Zeus really happy.
I mean, we're going to get it back, but like
Sure.
for the time being, I just don't want her to
What are the underwater sea turtle rules, John?
Yeah, we gotta retrieve something from the bottom of the ocean. No problem. We can do that.
No problem.
We're heroes, like whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just free
Okay.
dive.
So name D6, craft and reason D8. I feel like, or blood and valor. I don't actually.
I think it's blood and valor because this is while you are doing something of precision, this is you're using your bow and feats of athleticism.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
blood and valor isn't necessarily just killing fools; it's also leaping, jumping,
Right.
firing, precisely.
glorious actions.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So, but that's still a D8 now, so it doesn't really matter. But also
Nice.
not marked with hubris, so it's kind of the better choice. But
Bonus, yeah.
and then let's see. So what did I say? Name, blood and valor. And I kind of super care about this, so I'm going to use outsailed the pirate queen, because I think I'm smarter than her.
For sure.
Yeah, like sailing is a very like cerebral activity, especially the type of chase that we were doing, and she sucked at it. So
All right, cool.
this
This is not a direct sailing contest, so I'm going to call that D8 right now.
Okay, another D8, and I'm going to spend a divine favor to roll my pathos die at a D12.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
I don't know if I can compete with this.
You might. I don't know.
We'll see.
It might be booty. It's better, but
It's winning. It's winning right now.
It's winning. Yeah.
Okay. I have my name. I have my wait, why do I have that? Oh, my resolve in spirit, because I'm using my magical abilities.
And you're maneuvering, right? Yep.
I am using my pathos die of D10. I'm using my cunning of D8, and I'm calling on Oath with Marika to lend me a strength.
Let's do that. Method number
The
2.
the second of the last of the three ways.
Yep, the last of 3 ways. So the way we're gonna handle this way is that Marika, which strength are you asking?
I would
for?
like authority, because I'm going to call out that I am Swift-footed Adrastos, son of Circe, and I'm gonna cast say the more powerful words of magic to the pillar to do my bidding.
Nice.
Ooh.
And so this method, Karen, you're gonna roll your authority,
Okay.
and go ahead and roll that first, and then John will roll his dice, but he'll include your roll as well. If it's higher, then he'll use it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Got
So you're gonna go 4
4.
from Marika.
So I've got that, and I'm gonna spend 2 divine favor and add my D10 blood and valor,
Cool.
because literally, I cut my palm with my spear and throw my blood on the pillar when I give my incantation.
Nice.
Damn.
I control this pillar. I know more Egyptian than you, or Babylonian, or whatever it is we're speaking.
Yeah, whatever. Right.
Mhm.
Okay, 2d6, 2d10, 2d8. Keep one. There we go. Oh, my dice pool betrayed me.
So you win.
I do,
You win,
but I am not
Hogman's
best.
Yeah, all those dice.
I know.
Um,
I could afford to
so
re-roll them all, but
I was
I'm
gonna say
not.
you could re-roll them all if you really cared about it. You could like spend. No, yeah.
I'm not. I'm in favor of Pillar going into the ocean. I think that's fun. So
Mhm.
go. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
here we go.
Sorry,
So right. So I think you cancel it out and like the wind's kind of like there's a moment where your control over it and her control over it are in contest. And the harpies are the winds push them back and they can't make it to the ship to harry you because you did win this thing and you're like cool I've got control over it and then but again still powerful winds still racing along right and then suddenly just these two arrows come flying and hit both of the ropes and the thing sits there for a second and then it just goes crunch and it hits the side of the deck with the railing that you were just dangling from a moment ago and then it just kind of and then you watch it just sort of slides off and plunks plunks into the sea.
In the Peter Jackson movie version, like a last version, like Hogne has to aim like 12 feet off to the left, and the arrow gets pulled by the vortex.
Pulled by the wind,
Like there's like a
it
CGI
does a total
shot that
curve shot. Yeah.
like follows the arrow through the air and everything.
Right.
I would like to invite you all to guess how much glory I have.
Oh boy,
How much
A
glory?
lot?
is it
It's a
nice?
lot.
69.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Okay,
right,
I'm an
Marika.
adult.
So, Hogne, you have the advantage.
Okay.
You can. It's a D8 advantage die that you can give to Marika, and and only to Marika because there's no one else
Mhm.
taking any action,
Mhm.
and she will owe you an oath for that,
Mhm.
and you can describe however you want to. Do you ever want to help her? But first, Marika, what you gonna do? You're on the deck with Thessakira, and she's like fending you off, or was attempting to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this. 'Cause
Cool.
mostly
Yeah.
there seems to be a lot going on around us.
Yeah, she is her shield like cut free. She grabs it and she's gonna smash it across your shoulders and knock you off and wrestle with you on the deck, trading punches, grabbing for blades, trying to slice you. Um, she is her ferocity comes to bear as she tries to cut you apart. How are folks doing for do you want to keep playing through till 9 or do you want to take a break in a little bit and then come back and do a short segment after that?
I'm fine going through.
I can play through.
Cool. Excellent. All right, let's roll for this Skyra. So she has the normal D6 and D8. We're gonna roll her name, her blood and valor, and her ferocity. And she does not have the Pillar of Storms helping her. That has been denied. And I'm at a 9. Yep, it's a strong number. 9 is she's giving you a good fight.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my name, blood and valor. I guess I have a D8 from Hogne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because my daring and authority are both tagged, and I don't want to take more for that.
You
don't
also
wanna-
have oaths with me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can also roll my pathos die again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll just go with that. We'll see what happens.
Cool. No, any oaths? No oaths.
No.
Cool. Hug name mark that you get one.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Does anybody have any strengths higher than a D8?
No.
No.
Okay.
But a D8 may be the best die to get right now, because the chance
Yeah.
of getting an 8 on a D8 is better than getting a. Well, that's not true. Getting an 8, getting a 9 or 10 on a D10 is more likely. Never mind. It's a good die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll call on an oath from Hogne.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Do you have a preference in the method you want to try out? We've tried them all, so
Mm-mm.
cool. So why don't we go with Naja, describe which strength Hogne will lend to Marika in this battle, in this fight.
All of my strengths are D8, so I'm gonna lend you cunning, and I think what that looks like paired with the advantage die is that Thessakyra goes to like call on the Pillar of Storms as she's facing you, and she like says this word, and there's like a pause, and nothing happens, and she looks over her shoulder like, "What the hell?" And that's when you hear the giant splash of it falling into the ocean, and she's distracted for a brief second.
Nice.
So Marta you spent one of her oaths with me, and I'm gaining an oath with her.
Yeah, because of the maneuver.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay, cool. I'll roll it.
All right. You got a 6 there though.
That's on a D8.
Yep.
Why is it showing green?
Because it was my highest.
It's the highest die.
Oh, because it's the highest. What is?
All right. Well, fuck it.
Yeah, the number is green when
it's bold when it's the max.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's ugly. It's ugly. Thessakyra is in fact surprised and chagrined. She is not pleased at all, and she's wrestling with you, and she realizes the Pillar of Storms isn't there, and she says she looks at you and says, "Care for a swim?" and she rolls both of you off the deck.
Oh man!
Into the water after the pillar.
Oh yes, that's what I was wanting to do. Perfect.
So yes, you take a pathos as she drags you both underwater, and you can see the pillar with like this bubbling. It's not.
I don't have more pathos. So what do I do?
You just mark fate.
Okay.
I don't actually take pathos because I won my roll, but
yeah,
whatever. I can get dragged off the deck. That's I'm about to jump overboard anyway. So
this was with Marika. She's not dragging you. I mean, you can go with if you want.
Oh, I thought you said you both. I thought you said both of you.
You both, as in both Thessakyra and Marika. She takes herself too.
Okay.
She's like, we're gonna go swimming now, and drag Marika down in the water.
Nice.
Yeah, and he says, "You wish." Excellent. So we have a moment to sort of capture the visuals, and Thessakyra is still wrestling with you, Marika, and she's trying to swim down deeper towards the descending pillar. And she's holding her breath. I mean, I think you both have to be holding your breath. And the pirates aboard like flinch for a moment when they see that both Thessakyra and the pillar are gone, and they kind of hesitate and try to regroup, and the harpies come flying down towards you again, undeterred by the pillar.
Nice.
Cool. So what's everyone want to do?
Bold action for me. I'm diving overboard.
Cool.
Arrows don't work terribly well underwater, so
I mean,
they're not the
little.
best.
They're not the best. At shallow distance, at shallow depths, they're not the worst. But you certainly can't fire very well underwater.
yeah.
But there's nothing to stop you from grabbing a spear and diving in. I mean,
True.
you're just as precise with any weapon in your hand, Hogne. Don't let a bow limit you. Artemis would.
Artemis is well known for not giving a fuck, literally.
I think I read that in the Iliad.
Right.
Yeah. It sounds familiar.
Puck is full of fucks, so she's not giving anybody any.
No fucks.
No fuck. Yeah, I think Hogne, like seeing the harpies like swooping down, she's like, all right, I've already had that hole in my chest once, and I will deal with you later. And I think she swings down from the crow's nest, snatches a spear out of one of the crew members' hands on her way through, and then lets go of the rope and then dives into the ocean after everyone else.
Sweet.
Which I think is bold. So let's go.
Hell yeah.
Cool. How about you, Karen? What's Marika doing?
I mean, I'm not a fan of this whole drowning thing.
It's not great. Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm a little perturbed that this is where we are right now.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to take it out on Thessakyra by stabbing her to death.
Sure.
Everyone hates the water level.
Is that a bold action? Fight underwater?
I mean, is it?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. It seems like it to me, but I
maybe you're just stabbing a person. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's not bold for Marika.
Yeah, maybe that's run of the mill. But
just another day at the office.
I mean, I don't think it's a bold action because I didn't choose to be underwater.
No, but
fair enough.
I didn't dive in ready for underwater.
There's certainly less bold actions to take, like I try to break free of her.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be more like defensive maneuver rather than action. But just the same, I can imagine less bold actions than continuing to swim alongside of her and get stabby with her. It's totally your choice. I say it mostly because if you win, then she'll only take one pathos. If you take an action versus everybody else taking bold action, and then whoever wins, she'll take two pathos, right? Like it'll be more dangerous to her if the person who wins does bold action.
Okay.
But it costs a pathos, so
Sure.
Cool. All right, bold actions all around.
I'm gonna start this time.
Cool.
I am diving in sort of last, I guess. I think because Marika is right there.
Yeah, she's already under.
Hogne is like knifing through the water with her spear, like a dart.
Mm-hmm.
And Adrastos dives in afterwards, and the blood grabs his cut hand. The pillar's leaving a blood trail in the water behind it. And when he goes in, he reaches out with his cut hand and touches the trail of blood and speaks the secret words underwater. I know that's hard to do, but
creepy.
Son of Circe. And I'm commanding the pillar to, like, I want to erupt its power from underwater and like crack the keel of Thessakyra's ship.
You want it to shoot upwards?
Yeah, I want a big like underwater depth charge situation, like where it just like fires upwards out of the water and smashes her shit with the power of magic. That's what I'm doing.
Cool.
So that's my name.
Yep.
My resolve and spirit for my magic.
Right. You're gonna have to roll because this is attack.
You're right. It is blood and valor.
It's blood and valor. You can bring in your results.
My mistake. Yes, I was pre-spending my divine favor there. Yes, blood and valor. My daring, which I'm doing a bold action. I just took pathos, which puts me in agony, which means I take a fate. I got an advance. I'm spending my advance to raise my daring to D10.
Nice.
So my
Good
blood
to do
valor.
this first, so other people can call on oaths to get your daring.
Right, exactly. My blood and valor is D10. My daring is D10. I am spending to also add my resolve in spirit. But my magic.
Hold on a second. Let me roll.
Yes.
All
And
that is good, but you should know the target.
and I'm spending to use my D12. I
Dang.
don't even care. I'm spending everything.
Dang. Okay. Well, Thessakira, oh, we lost Karen for a
Sorry.
second. It's okay.
I don't know what happened there.
You're back. You're good.
It
It's
just closed and then reopened.
Yep. It's all good.
Okay.
So she is rolling her name, her blood and valor, her ferocity as she is diving towards it. And I'm wondering whether she has any control over the Pillar of Storms or not right now. Hogne took it from her, but
she did.
It was a
She won that contest.
she won that contest, so that advantage is gone, at least for the battle, I think.
No one currently has it
Yeah, I think no one has it right now.
until
I'm wondering
if there's another maneuver challenge, someone can win it again.
Yeah, I don't think she has it. So I'm just rolling her name, ferocity, and blood and valor.
I kind of want this to be high, actually.
I do too.
Good. Then we agree.
So yeah, you know what? I think I got this. I'm gonna spend. Daring and ferocity. Let me look at this real quick.
Oh, are you going to add another trait?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring in. I'm gonna spend two of the island's divine favor, and she's gonna bring in her daring because in addition to fighting boldly, she's swimming, uncaring of the fact that she's running out of air, uncaring of the fact that she's going to the bottoms of the sea, towards the pillar. So, island divine favor, spent 5 of it out of 7. And I'm taking
Good.
another D10.
That's good.
Okay, 1. Boop. Whoops. Somehow.
Nothing happened.
No, yeah. It didn't like my formatting.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. And I don't have enough to re-roll.
No.
So
you only have 2 left.
Yep. I was hoping to explode something.
Interesting.
I bet you were.
Interesting interesting strategy.
Interesting strategy. Rolling poorly.
I have enough left to reroll all of my dice, so
all right. Well, let's see how you do.
let's see how I do. Come
You're
on.
all competing.
This is like the most dice I can possibly roll. Here we go. I got a 5, everybody.
Nice.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
Are you re-rolling?
Sure.
You can wait. And
I mean,
wait.
I don't want to lose.
That's fair.
So I might as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm re-rolling all my dice. Press up. Do just like classic programming. Roll 20 knows what's up. And let's do that again.
There you go.
Better. Still not what I wanted to see, but I'll take a 9. I'll take it.
I mean, you've won.
Currently, I am the best.
Thessakira is going to take 2 pathos.
Who can beat a 9?
Maybe. So Hogne is pierces through the water with the momentum of her fall, spear in front of her. And she's gonna do her level best to put a hole in Thessakira's chest because it's all the rage now. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and stab her
Cool.
directly.
I just
So
imagine this like perfect, like just cutting right through the water and just
Mhm.
because they had a lead on you, but they're wrestling and grappling, and you just sink straight through. And
yeah, no, I'm a heat-seeking missile, Hogne.
yep,
Okay, so I'm taking a pathos just for doing an action, bold action. I'm
Yep.
rolling my name. I'm rolling my blood and valor at a D8, taking another pathos because that is marked with hubris.
what's your pathos up to right now?
My pathos is a D12, but my fate is now up to 14.
Okay, all right.
Look,
I know. We're yeah.
it's fine. We might only do one island.
We're burning bright.
But by golly, it will be glorious.
Yeah.
Okay, so name D6, blood and valor D8. I am rolling my ferocity at a D8.
Oh yeah, you are.
And I will spend my last divine favor to roll my pathos die at a D12.
Cool.
And hopefully. And actually, I'm going to spend an oath with Adrastos and use his daring.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For
So
D10.
so Adrastos underwater. Let's use the next method we're going to test out, which is Adrastos.
Okay.
Describe how you aid with daring.
So I see Hogne like a kingfisher, like bursting down through the water, spear arcing, cutting through the water as she goes. And I'm concentrating and using the power of the pillar to like detonate this charge against the Sakira's boat.
Yeah.
But when I see her, like I'm wrestling with the magical energies of the pillar.
Sure.
And
Think you feel like it pulling you down as you're pulling it up. You know?
Yeah. But I'm Adrastos is daring enough to like, sort of flick the pinky sideways, so part of the pillar's energy cuts laterally in the direction that Hogne is going. So there's this like it's like cavitation in the water. It like opens this channel between her and Thessakira briefly, so the water like gets sheared apart, and she appears like whatcha, like out parting the Red Sea, like between the like just
a
coming out.
Burst of bubbles, and when it cleaving right through it is nice.
All right,
awesome.
Let's see.
This is the high budget anime portion of our island.
A D8. So I beat Thessakira, but I do not beat Adrastos.
All right. So currently, Thessakira is in bad shape right now.
Marika?
But let's see what Marika has to say about that.
Cool. I'm going to, rather than try to do more underwater stabbing, I'm just gonna try to gut punch her and force the air out of her lungs.
Oh, nice.
So that she doesn't have that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she's disarmed and goes for like a small blade on her that she has at her side. And in that moment, all these other things are happening as well. And she's trying to cut you, but you have your fist faster than she has her knife. So let's see if you wind her,
Okay. What am I rolling? Let's see. Do that. 7.
Nice.
Well, that's enough because her total was 7. So
everybody wins.
Unless you want to, you take 1 pathos, or in this case, I think 1 fate for doing a bold action.
Yep.
And unless you want to re-roll dice, you win but are not best.
That's fine.
Now, notably, since you all are so close, 2 divine favor now gets you get +1 on your roll. So, Hogne, you could force a tie. Oh, you got 0. Okay,
I got 0.
Right.
Unless I want to call in a bunch of oaths and spend other people's.
I have exactly 2 divine favor left, so I'll go down with you. Whoever wants to, if you want to match me, I'll match you.
Yeah,
I really want one though.
I really want to be best.
Ask, since all of us won, is there any way that all 3 of our stories come true?
Oh, absolutely. That's my theory, is that is that I think it's Marika first. You punch her, you see this huge explosion of bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
and she's, does that kind of like surprised underwater look. And then right cleaving through those bubbles comes the spear that, drives into her. She's a great warrior. She can take a spear, but nevertheless, it is a fell blow. And it looks as though, you like that would be enough. And then the pillar, John, since you won, do you want to describe the pillar?
Yeah, I think Hogne's spear hits, and then there's this underwater like loud noise that resonates through the water, and up above we see the silhouette of the ships, and we see the keeler of a boat crack in two, and then like sailor bodies like all like raining into the water. And the four of us, float upwards to the surface with her like on the tip of Hogne's spear, as the pillar is descending beneath the waves, and we're all catching our breaths in the midst of this battle. And as her ship is like cracked and broken from the pillar, and she's Marika's there like in her face, ready to throttle her or do whatever. Agni's got a spear stuck in her chest, and the pillar's lost, and we're all soaked, and her ship is sinking. I'm just like, what? Have you had enough? Why cross swords with us? Yield now, and all this can be over. Yield to us. Surrender.
No, awesome. So because we're in exchange, this gives us an awesome. So she hasn't been defeated, right? She hasn't taken all her pathos, right? She can keep fighting you, and like undeterred if she wants to. Mechanically speaking, she's not really lost much. But because we have this exchange, you have this opportunity to kind of like shift the parameters on things. You've done all these horrible things to her and her ship and her crew. And maybe she will yield, right? Maybe that's a possibility. So during this exchange, as you call to her, she looks and she sort of appraises. And let's see if your words have weight, Erastos. I think you have earned the right to take a challenge of arts and oration.
All right.
To win her over.
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to help out,
anybody else who wants to join can.
Yeah, I'll jump in. I will always jump in.
It is her worst domain at D8.
It is. Oh. It's my worst at D6.
Right, because I think like there's a part of her that just loves this fight. She's like, yeah, let's keep doing it. And there's a part of her that's like, maybe I should listen to these powerful heroes and fight another day.
Fucking chill. No.
Yeah, she doesn't have to be completely screwed.
Well, I don't know that that's ever been presented to her as an option, right? It was like, she was like, join me. And you're like, no, how about you die instead? So right now she thinks you just all want her dead. Are you offering her, to be free, or not to be free, but not to be killed?
Yeah, I don't think we necessarily were here to kill her. We were killing her because she was in our way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying like, you don't have to be in our way.
Right.
We got stuff to do with the pillar and the harpies and all that business. You don't need to be in our way. You can head off into whatever pirate life you want to head off in. We don't have any like vendetta against her, as far as I know.
I think there were vendetta. At least that's yeah, cool, excellent. So that's totally new information for her, right? Like everything up until now has been stabby, right? And
the angle that I'm going with is like, you're tangling with the agents of the gods. We go and do shit because Hera demands it or whatever, and you stole a thing. Usually it goes your way. Today's not your day. Just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it go.
Let's see if she'll let it go. All right, I'm gonna roll. Who wants to get in on this challenge? This is not This is not a battle. This is just a normal contest.
Everybody.
Sure.
All right.
Cool.
All
right, I'm gonna roll D6 for the GM die, D8 for Strife, D10 for her name die. She is Thessakyra, the Pirate Queen. D8 for her arts and oration, and I don't think either daring or ferocity apply here. This is like, is she smart enough to, or is her pride getting in her way? Pride is a ugly thing. All right.
That hubris, though.
That hubris, though.
I do be like that. Oh shit!
Damn. It's 8, and I have 2 divine favor.
I mean, if you win this, it's just gonna be murder. How bad does she want it?
How much glory is it to win over the Pirate Queen?
True.
Is it,
Yeah.
Is it 8 glories?
What do you have 2 left?
I have 2 left.
Ooh, tough call.
Yeah, right. Part of me thinks absolutely this should be a super tough thing, win her over, but I don't know. I'm kind of compelled by your words. So
I mean, you might need the divine favor for the harpies, to be honest.
Oh, they refreshed.
I know, but they only have 3.
That's true. Yeah, let's leave it at 8.
All right.
I'm torn on that.
It's a tough call.
I might regret it.
I would argue it hasn't been that easy to win her over. We had to literally kill all of her crew and smash her ship and stick with it. Like,
right, I know exactly.
It's true.
So it seems infitting that it should be higher, right? Like it seems infitting. Right. But you know what? Okay, I know where I'm going with this. This is what she wanted, sort of. She wanted to like, hey, let's be buddies. You're not offering her friendship, but she didn't want to fight you. She wasn't like, oh, cool, some great heroes, let's fight. So you've trashed her ship, you've killed her crew, you've stabbed her a bunch of times. She's not exactly in the best of moods, but at the core, she'd rather go off pirating somewhere else than keep fighting you guys. So yeah, this makes sense. I think let's leave it at this.
All
right. Give me your best shot.
I feel like I went first before, so does somebody else want to go?
I can. I think Adrastos says this, and Hagne standing there still holding the spear. And I snarl at her and I say, there is no obstacle you can put in front of us that we won't strike down. Yield now. I'm using my name, my arts and oration at a D6, and my ferocity at D8.
Excellent. I want to question, I think you described it, John, but I've got distracted about the visuals right now. The keel has been split in half. The boat is sort of cracked open.
Yeah.
You're all back on that, like you all kind of rode the water up and you're back up on top of the deck of the cracked, the sinking.
Yeah, there's like debris around and our ship is nearby and but yeah, like I don't think her ship is sunk down.
I agree. I think there's like 2 halves of it that are sticking up out of the water still, like where it connects, the little bits that are connected are in the water, but and the pillar I think is like on one half and you all 4 are on the other half. It's easy to traverse it, but
wait, the pillar is underwater.
Didn't the pillar shoot up? Didn't you?
No. It just sorry.
The pillar floats?
No, it was just the power of the pillar that
I see.
The pillar itself is
got it.
Gone.
Cool. Excellent. So you're sitting on the debris of the and standing over her cool. Excellent. Go ahead. I just need to get a visual.
Sure.
And I was going to roll.
Yes.
Ooh, 6 on a D6.
I will call in do either of you have divine favor?
Yeah, I have 2. You're going to use my divine favor, aren't you?
Karen says nothing. You have none?
Sorry, what? I got something on my phone.
Do you have any divine favor?
I do.
How
little.
Many are you at?
I have 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an oath of Marika because I have 3.
Okay.
And use a point of her divine favor to explode that 6.
Man.
Oaths. I love oaths.
Oaths.
Especially in
Oh! Oh!
Darn.
Oh no.
All right. So if you want to spend, oh no, you don't have it. Never
I don't
mind.
have any.
This is
Yeah.
it. Okay.
That's a 7.
That
Oh,
is
boy.
a loss.
That's a 7. That's losing.
Oh
But
boy.
let's see. Strong words.
Yeah. Rough.
Whatever.
That's
Kyra
rough.
yet unmoved. Marika, what are you gonna say?
Oh God. I feel like just kind of gesturing around and just being
Yeah.
like, "Don't you think you've lost?" I mean, what is left to fight for? Your ship is in pieces. Your pillar is in the ocean.
I think she responds.
Rest your day.
The pillar was a prize. Another more prizes to be gained, and ships come and go. Like, well, let's see. Maybe she could be very aloof about it, or she could be very moved. Let's find out whether or not.
And sorry, which domain was this?
Arts and oration.
Got it. Okay.
Are you bringing in any of your strengths?
The only one I could bring in without taking more fate would be cunning, and I don't know if that really applies. Not being terribly cunning, I'm kind of pointing out the obvious here.
Yeah.
But I'll still roll my pathos. Oh, I have.
Oh yeah, you got D12. You got the
Yeah.
divine favor to roll that the D12 die.
Yeah, I have an oath with Adrastos. Adrastos, what strengths do you have?
D10 daring and D8 cunning.
Oh, you do have a D10 and something. Okay,
Mhm.
He just got it.
I
He
just
didn't last time.
got it.
Yeah, he got it literally in the last roll.
I'm going to spend an oath to roll your daring.
Cool. So we're gonna try the method 2 again. So John, you go ahead and roll a D10.
Okay. I got an 8.
Nice.
Pretty
That
good.
does it.
Yeah.
All right. Karen, you can roll the rest. Awesome.
Nice.
So you're 8. Neither of those 8s are explodable. So you've won at the moment. So yeah, I think that she's like, I don't care about any of that stuff. And then you're like, really? And she's like kind of looks, and she's got this sort of bad bloody wound, and you know,
we could just leave you.
there's burbling up through the water, you know, and maybe her time has come. Justice, why don't you
Yeah. So I'm using my name and my arts and oration. I'm using my pathos die, which is D12, and I am gonna use cunning and call on Marika's authority,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
which I have used before.
Let's keep rotating through. So if it's okay, you're gonna ask Marika to tell you what. You're gonna ask Marika to tell you what strength she helps you with.
Oh, okay. Lend me a strength, Marika.
Yeah, I can lend you authority.
Can it be authority? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, and so it's cunning and authority because my tack here is, the cunning part is, hey, look at the situation. The harpies are circling. The pillar's power is waning as it goes under the ocean. This whole situation here is bad for pirate business. This is the kind of trouble you don't need. You can be a pirate anywhere. You made your play, but if you are a shrewd and cunning thief of the ocean, this is not where you want to be.
Right.
The authority angle is, this is our territory now. The people of Cryos, this situation, and the harpies and the will of the gods, we run this show. This is not your place. we're gonna deal with all this, and you need to slink away off into the seven seas and live happily ever after. Take INSTs with you if you guys wanna have some fun or whatever. But this is our business now, and it's bad for your business. So
Sure. If you want to call on your oath with Melatia,
okay.
at least the couple of the islanders snuck on your crew, right? They're like, yeah, we want to
Sure.
go on an adventure.
Sure.
And so a few of Melatia's miners are here.
Okay.
And they can sort of like be standing behind you and vouching for you as saying like, this is our island.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, I'll totally spend
Right.
that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, just,
That's good. Yeah.
It's there. She gives you her name, which is D8.
All right, cool.
Right. They sort of echo you and say, the heroes protect the Isle of Cryos. They're the defenders of Cryos.
Nice.
So sells Melatia.
Yeah, and I feel like this is kind of potentially we have a winner currently, so I'm gonna also use my broke the Pirate Queen's heart advantage.
Cool.
What's that worth right now? I'm saying offering that INSDs and I are not a thing, and that she and he can like go, they can be together, and that's fine.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is stabbing her directly in the like
No.
interest in you. If you were using this to seduce her or beg for mercy or something else, but like breaking her heart and convincing her don't feel super aligned to me. So I think D6.
Okay. I think this is my last chance to use it potentially, so I'm just gonna get rid of it.
That makes sense. Makes sense to use it. Just other rolls might have.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Wow. Well, I got a 6 on my D6, so I'll go for it. That's a bad roll. I can't afford. Oh wait, no, I can afford to reroll them all if I use an oath. That'll give me 3. Oh, that's a real. I only need an 8. Oh, I think I should just explode the D6.
I think you should explode the D6. Yeah.
I mean, it feels weird to do that, but the odds are pretty good. Oh shit! But I'd get to roll my D12 again and 3D8 again. But I won't be able to explode anything if I do that. Oh, but I could though. How many? Yeah, because Hogne still has divine favor.
No, Hogne's out.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, I thought.
I have 2.
You have 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'll do it.
You're gonna call.
I'm all in.
You're all in. So you're gonna call in 2 oaths from Marika.
So, yeah.
What?
Yep.
Man.
Well. So hang on. I'm doing the first. I'm doing the first one. I have 2 divine favor, and 1 from Marika gives me 3 to reroll all my dice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so why don't you start with just exploding the 6? That might do it. And then if it doesn't work, then you can.
Oh, then I can do the 2. Right? Yeah. You're right. You're right. That's simpler.
No need to jump to it.
Right. You're right. Okay, so I'll spend 1 for that first. Okay, there we go.
All right. So you're at 11.
So I can keep my oath with Marco then.
Your best.
Sweet.
All right, Karen, you won. So you're gonna gain 1 glory.
And it's worth 8.
Drastos, you won, and you're going to gain 8 glory and more hubris.
Okay, I'll put it on my cunning.
And you have succeeded in winning her over.
Yeah.
She looks around, wipes, some blood off her face, could have been anyone's, and says, I guess you are the better pirate. And
We maybe have been the better pirates today, but you can still be queen.
And she sort of adjusts an imaginary crown. Or maybe pushes her hair back as though to fit under her imaginary crown.
Mm-hmm.
And you defeated Thessakyra. Let's wrap it there. That's great. You get some harpies that want to eat your face, and a pillar of storms at the bottom of the ocean.
Convenient, since we want to kill harpies, so it's nice of them to show up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. Let's do our end of session stuff.
All right.
Okay.
And wrap. Let me grab this sheet.
Legendary virtues. Harmony.
Yes.
Harmony is still harmony for now. It's gonna stay the same. I just want a different word for it, but it means the same thing. So
Mm-hmm.
don't worry about that.
All right. So let's start with Hogne.
Hit me.
And let's have everybody award her legendary virtues. And I show that as, what is the order of things on the screen? So we're making some sense. Let's go in our call-on order. So Karen, it'll go Karen, Sean, John. Karen, what?
Okay. I'm going to award wisdom because I feel like Hogne was perhaps thinking a little bit more strategically than some of us that were just trying to stab repeatedly.
She was looking out for the good of the folks.
Mm-hmm.
I have a real strong justice vibe from Hogne. This sounded like you're wrong, and you did a wrong, and we're making it right, and we're taking it down. We're stopping you. We're not going to reason with you. We're not going to parlay with you. We're going to stop you. So I'm going to give one injustice.
All right.
How about you, John?
I'm going courage.
Mm-hmm.
There was ship wrangling and shooting fools and diving into the ocean like a spear and like just a lot of courageous action moves.
This action figure, Hogne.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Big Mad Hogne gets
Big man.
gets courage.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Karen, and I'm the first one to give you. I've courage because you went right for the deadliest woman that you've faced yet. Thessakyra is without a doubt a challenge for 3 heroes, let alone 1. And you were like, "Yep, I'm getting up there," and charged right into her. John?
Same. Yep.
Cool.
Courage all the way.
Yeah. And Naja?
I gotta agree. Marika was very focused today.
Yeah.
I had one objective. I did not stab her.
You did stab her like a bunch of times.
When?
You
I punched her at the end. The
Yeah,
rest of
you
the times I don't think I necessarily won.
You did. Yeah, you inflicted so she took pathos twice and you did it to her the first time. You won the first challenge with her. Or you won the second challenge with her. She won. It went back and forth. But
Yeah.
No, yeah, you pinned her down, cut off her shield, stabbed her in the shoulder.
Yeah, you were a sliced
All
twin.
right. Right.
Twinsies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she still had some fight in her, so it wasn't an impaling, but it was a good cut. One, she'll remember it. Awesome. And John, and we'll start with Naja.
Good. John Adrastus, I'm actually gonna give him wisdom.
What?
Yep.
Yeah,
First time.
for wrangling the pillar at the very end there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use your head. Good.
Karen.
I'm gonna also say wisdom. You had some plans.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's weird.
We
Yeah.
all have changes.
Yeah. Let's never do this again.
Yeah.
I'm saying Harmony. Well, no, I'm not gonna say Harmony. I'm gonna say Justice. Because you're like, we're in command of this island. We are claiming as our own. We're the protectors of it. You have to get the hell out.
Yeah.
Like you were laying down the law.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Now starting with Karen. Everybody, Grant, tell someone else who helped you during this and why you were gonna give them an oath.
I mean, I think that you guys both helped a lot during this. I don't know. I'm so torn.
It's a tough one. This was a good. There's a lot of synergy and and.
Mm-hmm. We'll say, Hogne. I like the idea of me like punching up into her underwater as your spear comes down.
The old 1-2 punch stab.
Punch stab, yeah.
Yeah, the old 1-2 punch. You were underwater. It's a classic.
I've seen some like those papyrus scrolls of Greek martial arts, right?
Mhm.
And I think there's one that says like punch, underwater stab. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like the first thing you learn first day.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Here's your spear, dive in the pool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. John, who do you want to give? Who does Adrastos give an oath to?
I'm gonna give an oath. With 3 players, it is tough because it's like 50-50 every time.
Mhm.
Really is.
I'm gonna min-max. How many oaths do you have with me, Karen?
0.
And I've got one.
All right, Marika, let's spread it around. Let's be a more useful team.
Yay.
And the reason is, at least in Adrastos' mind, I don't know how in character this oath giving is exactly, but it sort of is. You didn't murder Thessakyra, somewhat circumstantially, but I appreciate that she's still alive because I didn't want her.
I'm still gonna murder her.
Fair enough. But at least
This
for
isn't
now,
over.
you didn't kill her, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, Karen, I could have, you could have been like, nah, we're not talking to her, we're killing her, because you were the leader, so you could have been like, nope, none of this talking to her nonsense. We're stabbing, and made.
That's why I appreciate you.
Drastos spend an oath to get you to let him try it, right?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's, you know.
Yep.
Entertained the idea. All right, and Hogne?
I am going to give an oath to Adrastos because we all were gonna happily sink to the bottom of the ocean and would have had a problem.
Right. After she was dead, you might have found yourself in a predicament.
Yeah, we might have overextended a bit there and pulled us out of that situation.
I was super excited to say roll versus drowning. Like that.
We were heading in that direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Could have been a fun. You find yourself washed up on a foreign shore. Your ship is gone.
Island, yeah.
Next island. Exactly. Last island. Whoops. Yep. That was gonna be an interesting contest. But the Justice short circuited it. Cool. And that's
Great
it.
deeds.
That's it. Great deeds, yeah.
I would like to, if I can, Sean. I've already used my Defender of Cryos, but I feel like I really went all in at the end there about that.
Yeah.
So can I just like uncheck my Defender of Cryos as my great deed? And
I think you should call it twice Defender of Cryos.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, like in big in that, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that sounds great. Cool. Let's see, Nadja.
I think my biggest accomplishment was sinking the pillar,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
I think that was a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Servant of Zeus. You did what he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, but we're gonna take it back.
I know. It was an
Right.
accident, kind of, but yeah.
It's an intentional detour.
Right.
But it was, I thought, a statement of saying like, this is a tool of the gods, and you don't represent them. So I feel like voice of the
Ooh.
gods or something like that.
Andy
like
has a good one in chat.
Ender of
Ender of
Storms. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I
That's
like
pretty.
that a lot.
That's pretty
dope.
dope.
I'm gonna use that on the heartbeats because fuck them.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
All right, Karen.
I'm not sure. I mean, I really spent all session just trying to bring down the pirate queen.
All right. I feel like that's it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
Scourge of the seas or something like that.
Somebody's got to take a deed for doing it. 'cause
exactly. Like,
neither
I mean,
genre I did.
right.
Mhm.
I feel like defeater of Thessakira doesn't sound very good, but
Yeah, no, she's still alive, so
you defeated her though. I mean,
yeah, technically.
yeah. However poetic you like, stole the pirate queen's crown, or
Can it be better not catch the Sakira in the street again?
Yes, it can be that.
I mean, that's what it is.
I don't really have space to write that here.
Yeah.
It's a small space in this line. I'll write something. It's fine.
bested the pirate queen, I think
Sure.
is
Asterisk.
Would
Better
best
not.
again.
best again. Don't at me, Thessakira. We're not mutuals.
No.
Let me catch you in the street one more time.
Awesome. Cool. Let's go out in reverse order, so John can end the string.
When we play it someday, when we play the Fast and Furious version of this, Naja, all of your amazing,
Yes.
great
yes.
deeds are going to be actually perfect.
Right.
I almost wanted to narrate a scene of Fast and Furious like maneuvers with the ships, and then I was like, sailing is not fast.
That would have been fine. In my book,
It's
I mean,
close.
we could have done it, but
if you want to like turn boats into cars,
yeah, do donuts in ocean.
I mean, with the Pillar of Storms, totally.
Yeah, as soon as I get
It's
it,
true.
Mhm.
like
True.
best
It's-
believe.
It's like the evolution after sail power, right?
Mhm.
It's age of engines.
Cretan drift.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just imagining the types of boat side shows that you would see.
I mean, people do them now. It's just that they have motor.
Like, we don't use the pillar to make a cyclone. We make it with our ship. Next level.
Yeah.
Do some donuts.
Our boats on hydraulics. It's got neon underneath. It's a whole thing.
First made exhibit.
Yeah.
Go.
My ship.
We gotta
All
end
right.
this stream. I'm just
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm Sean. I use he him pronouns. You can find me Sean Nittner in various places. I'm pretty stoked about having just played a bunch of improv games with Karen on Eric's channel and in person at her workshop she's put on, and that next week and the week after I'm going to be running or facilitating 4 games of For the Queen. Should be fun times. We have the new ID Roll20 assets for that, so that's cool stuff.
Nice.
How about you?
Nice.
How about you, Karen? Yeah.
My name is Karen. My pronouns are she, her. I'm very excited still that Improv for Gamers is happening. I've been running a fair amount of workshops, and I've got 2 coming up next month, and I'm excited for that. Yeah. Where to go next? Nadia, what's up with you?
Hi, I am Nadro Tikor, aka Trista Ray. I am excited to buy things. Specifically, I'm going to buy Improv for Gamers because I
Nice.
haven't yet, and I was so kindly reminded that I need to do it.
I just
I'm
put a
also
link for you in chat if you wanted to follow
Oh,
it to buy it.
call like a few local game stores first and ask if they have it, and then like next week call back in a funny voice and ask again.
I will endeavor
Just throwing
to
that out
do
there.
that. And I'm also, no joke, gonna buy this from Shell. It is Crush Your Enemies, and there's a sword sticking out of a basket of laundry. And if ever an image spoke to me in my adulting aspirations, it is this.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I was like, I need to
So
hang this
good.
like next to my washer and dryer so that I actually do my laundry. So I'm excited about all my friends that make cool things that I can buy to enrich my life. As I have a long weekend because of the holiday, so I might try and stream something.
What? Nice.
I don't know yet, but I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. If I do it, that's where you'll find out. How about you, John?
I am buying stuff. Improv for Gamers, for one.
What?
Of course. It's the hot new thing that everyone needs to have, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I already have, but if you don't have Shelcon's collection by Crom, an incredible comic where she talks to Conan about her daily life, it's amazing and one of the best indie comics of the last decade, probably. So there's a lot of cool products that Shell makes, but that's the one that I love. So definitely check that out. I will also call my local game store in a funny voice. I think that's a good plan.
If you could, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, it's good. They need to know how they're failing if they're not carrying that very important new product. And also Assassin's Creed Odyssey, when the draft of Agon is complete at the end of this month, I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Odyssey as my reward and play some ancient Greek action adventure stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that at some point whenever that happens, whenever I have free time to do it. I think it will inspire even more craziness here with this game. You can find me on Twitter, John Harper. My pronouns are he, they. I don't know if I said that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for asking questions in the chat and on sending me DMs. I appreciate that to ask about the status of the game. That's super inspirational. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, all. See you soon.
Good night. Take care. Bye.